Welcome, Hornets, to the State Hornet Broadcast. I'm Shamarky Holiff.
And I'm Jen Gallinado.
A fatal shooting and carjacking occurred at the University and 65th Light Rail Station near campus March 21st. These two crimes are believed to be related. The Sacramento PD discovered 25-year-old Lavelle Murphy, deceased at the scene. The suspects fled to campus with the stolen vehicles, but left the car inside parking lot 2, close to Del Norte Hall. The suspects avoided police as officers searched the northeast area of campus, near the Guy West Bridge. Police described the suspects as two African-American males who are considered to be armed and dangerous. Here are some student reactions to the crimes.
Hi, this is Sameen Vafi reporting for the State Hornet, and today we're asking students how they feel about the shooting and carjacking that took place on 65th Street Thursday, March 21st.
Just came banging on my door. He was sweating. I was like, bro, what's up? He was like, bro, I just ran from the light rail station to Target. I was like, bro, why? He was like, the shooter was like 6 feet apart from him, and he started shooting up the place, so he just started running for his life.
And I was a little freaked out. I live with my cousins, and we had both drove past it. He had not realized what was going on, and I had saw the tarp, and I knew what it was right away.
Honestly, I was a little concerned and a little scared. My friend had texted me, and she was like, oh, the train stopped. Can you please come get me? There was a shooting that happened. I was like, okay, I'm on my way.
So all I heard, it was like, I live at the Commons, Hornet Commons, so like our RA sent to the group chats, oh, there's an active shooter, like stay in your room, switch off the lights, and like don't leave your house, like just stay in. And I was kind of confused.
They also expressed how they felt about safety on or around campus.
It does affect my safety in a sense. I am concerned in a way. However, I do know that this is a part of life, unfortunately, and with just so much tensions that are going on in the world, especially with gun violence, this wasn't something that was necessarily unexpected, but just hearing about it coming so close to campus was a concern of mine. Also, considering the car was found here was another concern.
It does concern me because the fact that we did have the shooter drill, what was it, perhaps a week before, and then here it is so close to here. I mean, we really don't know if it's a question of when something similar is going to happen here at Sac State, especially given the climate in general.
Like all the campus, they just sent me an email of like, oh, a car was burgled, and like I'm checking the news, and the news is saying, oh, there's a shooter, like like not enough information was being passed about like what exactly was happening, and like everyone was like, he was telling me his roommate saw this, and like the news is saying there was a shooter, and the campus just says, oh, there was a stolen car. So like it'd be nice if there's like proper information going around about like what actually happened.
I was a little freaked out. I'm very close with my parents and my family, and when I had told them about what had happened, my father had asked if I could come home right after work, and I had stayed in with my parents for the next 3 days after it happened.
I'm Sameen Vafi from the State Hornet. Thanks for watching.
A group of students protested outside Amador Hall on April 2nd in response to Sac State's Turning Point USA chapter event. TPUSA's event featured former collegiate swimmer Paula Scanlan in a conversation protecting women's sports. Multiple clubs such as Lavender Alliance and Allied Students for Justice came together to protest Scanlan's message. Sac State hosted its second annual Sexual Assault Awareness Month Day of Action on April 2nd. Hosted by the Office of Equal Opportunities Division of Inclusivity, the Day of Action affair featured various campus clubs and nonprofit organizations such as My Sister's House to provide information and resources for students. The 13th annual Out of Darkness Walk takes place on Thursday to further raise awareness for mental health and suicide.
This is Ismail reporting for the State Hornet at the Out of Darkness Campus Walk for suicide prevention, where students, faculty, and family have come to support those who struggle with mental health.
Hundreds of students, families, and faculty participated in the Out of the Darkness Walk, which took place outside of the well. Students spoke with us about their motivation for participating.
It's because I want to bring more awareness to mental health and suicide prevention. So I feel like the best way I can support is to come up and show out and, spread awareness.
It's to bring awareness, basically, and to tell people that are going through something that it's okay not to be okay.
What motivated me was I struggle myself with, like a lot of dark thoughts, and I really love this walk. It makes me feel seen.
Sac State students expressed the importance of raising awareness for suicide prevention.
It raises awareness for those who think they're alone Like, I feel like it'll help others know that they're not alone, and like they can always like reach out.
Events like this brings more awareness because as it grows bigger, more people start to question it, and it opens curiosity, and they try to learn about it. And a lot of mental health conversations aren't as common in certain communities, so I think this brings room for certain communities to have open conversations about mental health and not be so afraid to just talk about it and be aware of it.
I hope to achieve other students come around to this walk, especially like the first years. You know, I feel like I don't see a lot of colleges and universities do these types of walks, so it definitely brings awareness to other colleges and universities to maybe start doing this walk.
There's people that feel like they don't have a support system, and this shows them that there's people here that care for them, and they're here for them if they need it.
Erica M. Brown is the area director of the Greater Sacramento and Central Valley chapters for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. She voiced what motivates her to keep coordinating these events, not just for students, but for families as well.
And I want to be able to be there as a beacon of hope for other students and kids, youth, adults, anyone that has gone through that dark, difficult time in their life, and that even though it might be hard right now, that we can get through this time with our family and friends and resources around us.
Thank you for joining us today. This has been Ismail reporting for the State Hornet.
The Oakland A's announced on April 4th that they will be playing their home games in Sacramento at Sutter Health Park from 2025 to 2027. This agreement comes with an option to play a fourth year in 2028. The A's have played at the Oakland Coliseum since 1968 and recently rejected a 5-year extension on their lease, leaving them without a place to play while a new ballpark in Las Vegas is being built for relocation. They will be sharing the 14,000-seat stadium with the Sacramento Rivercats. Sac State baseball lost 2 of 3 in a weekend series against California Baptist. The first game on April 5th was a pitcher's duel where CBU's Mitch Simon's solo home run was the only run in a 1-0 victory. April 6th saw 3 late runs by CBU steal a win from the Hornets 5-3. The Hornet offense exploded in the final game for 11 runs in a 7-inning victory. Men's tennis is 13-5 with a 5-1 record in Big Sky play. They are currently on a 5-game winning streak, the most recent being a 6-1 victory versus Portland State. This win boosts their home record to 9-1. The women's team is 14-6 with a 3-2 conference record, those 2 losses ending 5-2 away at Montana and Montana State. This brings their away record to an even 4-4, while at home they are 10-2. I'm Evan Patoka with sports. Back to the studio.
Thank you for joining us. This is the State Hornet Broadcast. Student news without fear or favor.